G'day guys, my name is Ben Legisa. I'm the owner of a company called the P1 Method. We are a digital media marketing agency. We also do small business consultancy. Today I'm going to run you through a small presentation that's going to help develop your systems using social media and help automate some things using the Now Book It system so that you can get more reoccurring customers and you can introduce new customers to either dine with you or take you up on a function or event. Get comfortable. This will take anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. Pour yourself a glass of wine if you're like me, or maybe a cup of coffee if you want to concentrate. We're about to get started in this. Cheers. We're going to be going through 3 simple steps today. Step number 1 is attract, grow, retain. Step 2 is converting traffic into conversions. And step 3 is social media management. Step number 1, attract, grow, retain. This is a system that I use for all service-based businesses, especially restaurants. Attract is everything that you are doing internally and externally to bring new and existing customers into your restaurant. This can be the signs out the front, it can be a commercial that you're running across TV, radio ads, it can be social media marketing, either paid or organic. Grow is getting people onto the Now Book It system, booking in an event or a dining experience with you guys. It is also the entirety of their dining experience there, and how you can utilize that and what you can do. And then retain. Retain's the name of the game. How you can make one customer a repeat customer. So they come back time and time again, bring friends, bring work colleagues, organize functions, go to events. This is going to be one of the big ones. But let's start off with attract. So attract is broken down into 2 components, external and internal. Your external attraction is going to be all social media posting from your account. This is going to be through your Instagram feed, through your Facebook feed, and the Instagram story feature. Facebook works extremely well with any kind of video content. Try not to just get clips of food coming out or of the venue or of the location. They work really, really well, but Instagram is a better platform to share that kind of stuff with. Facebook is more used for educating on a certain dish that you guys do, or the point of difference, or trying to sell your story a little bit more. You find that on Facebook, videos get a lot more views and people are watching them for a lot longer. Instagram's your platform that looks a little bit more pretty. Maybe you follow a certain color scheme or a certain pattern, or you sell your vision and you dream a little bit more, maybe through some quotes or even some testimonials if you wanted to share through there. On both platforms, try not to have images with too much text. Put that down in your captions. Try and have lots of faces. They go really, really well across both platforms. What else have we got here? Paid promotions as well. Paid promotions are going to be really good to attract the external audience. I'll talk about paid promotions a lot more in traffic to conversions, but making sure whatever content you create, you're able to share that with the right audience and spend a little bit of money on your content, whether it's a videographer or a photographer. Make things look pristine, and that way you're going to get more views because Facebook want to show quality videos, but also more attraction from your audience. Your internal attraction is going to come from any kind of reviews, so any review site or Facebook reviews, and also through people posting their experience, the food, taking a selfie at your place. Now the best way that I find to do any internal attraction is by giving an incentive or running a little competition. One that I've done before is an internal competition to post a photo and then tag the restaurant in. So it's Blackboard Cafe, right? People take a photo, it's a selfie or it's a photo of the dish, they post it up there, they tag at Blackboard Cafe. We run this promotion for a month, and then at the end, the winner gets a $200 gift voucher, and we also share their photo on our platform. This will do 2 things. 1, it will give you great content to be able to use throughout your Instagram page or your Facebook page, and 2, it's going to get lots of people sharing their dining experience, and you're reaching their smaller network. It's a very small outlay to you. You've created a small sign for your restaurant, or you've created small little flyers that you hand out with every menu. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that we're running this competition at the moment. You can be a part of it if you'd like. The review competition is something that you would hand out with the bill. At the end of their dining experience, you'd walk through, you'd hand the bill, and you'd say, hey guys, it may be a little business card or some condiments, whatever you like. We're doing a little review, a review incentive, you could call it, And if you guys are willing to fill out a review, then we've got your information on the Now Book It system, and we'll send you off a coupon code for $20 off your next dining experience, or even a free drink upon arrival, complimentary. Now, the beauty in the review contest, yes, you're reaching their network and you're reaching their small group of friends, but you've also incentivized them to come back for their next visit. They're two very small things with attraction. We're going to move on to grow just now. So grow is our next step. Grow is all about having the right call to actions, directing people to the Now Book It widget. They can book in a dining experience or an event or a function. A call to action is, say, the button that's on your Facebook page that says book now or learn more. Or it's your Instagram bio where you've uploaded the Bitty link that goes straight to the Now Book It widget. It's all about having a seamless integration so that people can go from looking at the creative, the content, the photo, the offer, whatever it may be, and they can go straight to the Now Book It website or the Now Book It widget. Now, if people are walking down the street and they see your sign, they want to come in and have a dining experience with you, they walk in and then they're stopped by one staff member who wants to have a conversation, and maybe they get seated over here and another staff member brings them over here to sit them down, then they ask for a drink and they say, oh, sorry, we're not doing drinks until 2 p.m, we can only do food now. There's so many hesitations and so many instances where people are getting distracted and people aren't focused on that one goal. You see, people's attention spans, especially on social media, is very little to none. You've got to be able to capture your audience and capture your customers and be able to bring them straight to that Now Book It page, so it can be the most seamless integration to book with either an offer or maybe a coupon code or some kind of incentive. So retain is the last point. Retention is the name of the game. If somebody comes in and has a good experience, you want to make it as easy as possible for them to come back in and dine with you guys again. I've given one example with internal, with the review competition or the review incentive, people writing a review and they get a complimentary welcome drink upon their next arrival. Some other really good ways that you can use some very simple systems and even automate them so you're not worrying too much about bringing people in, is a thank you email that is compatible with the Now Book It system. You can choose how many hours you want after their dining experience to thank them for coming in. We hope you've had a good experience. You can even say, please leave a review if you like. I think the optimal time would be anywhere between maybe 12 to 18 hours. If people are booking in at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m, you want them receiving it mid-morning, say 10 or 11. Everything's still front of mind, they're still on a bit of a high from their dining experience the night before. On that email, you can have a bunch of information, thanking them, whatever that may be, and then underneath have another incentive for them to come in. I wouldn't run the review incentive with the flyer and then the email incentive at the same time, but if you offset them, then you can still keep things pretty new and creative. There's also a banner down the bottom of the email that links up with your Facebook banner. Now you can have seasonal specials or monthly specials. Again, really trying to stay new and attractive and front of mind to these people. Maybe they came in, they dined for the first time, but they didn't see the special board that might be behind the counter, or they didn't open that special menu. A really cool thing with the Now Book It system, everyone that registers, you get their information, you get their number, you get their email address, and then you collate all of that information. You can put it into an email marketing list. Now, email marketing isn't the hottest thing right now. Social media is where it's at, and we can use all that information to retarget people through Facebook and Instagram. I'll talk about that with traffic to conversions. But a simple weekly email or a weekly text message is very cost effective, and you can communicate the right message to people. We're not communicating the the menu or the cool creative thing, or hey guys, this is what's happening this week in Blackboard Cafe. You're selling your story. You're saying, hey, this is where we've come, or you're selling your vision, this is where we're going, or you're showcasing a staff member, especially if things are very personal. You walk up, hi, my name is Ben, I'm serving you tonight. People will want to know more about that individual, and hey, if it's not for people, they simply unsubscribe. But it's all about staying front of mind. If this is sent out weekly or bi-weekly or even monthly, as soon as they see your logo pop up or your name, they get a little bit of information, and maybe at the bottom there's that little offer there that's enticing them to come back. Repeat business. You've taken that list from the Now Book It system. They've been there before. showcasing an event or a link to different functions that are available. It's a really good way to incentivize people and retain your customer base, but it's all about getting in while it's front of mind. It's always going to be the key. Now, the last point with retain that I missed out on before was the larger that you grow that list. So you've got 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 people on that list. You download from the Now Book It system. That is an opportunity to outreach to that many people, and it's attractive to other businesses. So if you get your fresh produce from a certain company, or if you get your poultry from a certain company, you can start showcasing their vision and their dream, why they are always using the freshest products and what kind of fruit is in season. Again, you're trying to reach a market, not just putting the meals and the service that you guys provide, but you're trying to educate them on so many other platforms. But it's so attractive for other companies to team up with you if you could get their name and brand out there as well. Maybe even give some offers from other companies, do a bit of cross marketing, because you have such a large number of contacts on that list. Let's move on. We've got traffic to conversions. Now, traffic to conversions is going to be all about trying to bring in new and existing customers to your restaurant. One excellent way that I love doing this, again leading forth with that offer, is uploading your list of people that have already dined at your restaurant, and you put it onto Facebook. Hands up for those of you that have boosted a Facebook post before. If you've done it on your Facebook page and there's a little boost button there, you select your audience, it's all pretty fun, you put it down for $30, you run it for a week. That is not how I want you guys boosting your Facebook ads or your Instagram ads for that matter anymore. There's a page called facebook.business. Jump on there, create an account. It's free until you start your advertising spend. What we're going to do is we're going to upload that list to people under the audience tab. If you guys need any more information, then like I said, I'll leave my information at the end. You can give me a call or shoot me an email and I can explain this in more detail. Once we've uploaded that contact list, so we export it as a CSV file and we upload it to the facebook.business, we can use those people to be retargeted to. So we can run specials or offers targeted specifically to that audience. Something like, thank you so much for dining. Here's a little gift or an offer, or here's what's coming up within the life of Blackboard Cafe. It's a really incredible way to grab attention. Something like, thank you so much for dining. What? How did you know that I dined there? It's the best way to reach out to new customers. Now, this can also be used on the flip side. See, when you create your audience, say that your audience is generally females that normally handle the booking between 35 and 65. You can target that audience, and you can have your location as well, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would know about this, but you could also, in the audience tab, this is in Facebook Business, exclude an audience. Now, if you drag in the people that have already been there, that means that you can run a new to Blackboard Cafe promotion or an offer, or enjoy your first time dining experience here, because the people that are seeing that ad haven't been there before. The way that Facebook work with this CSV file is you've uploaded their name, their email, their phone number, all of their information. That's the same information they've used to have their own Facebook profiles, and everybody's got a Facebook profile these days. It's a really incredible way for your traffic to conversions. Now, with the content that you're creating with this, again, it's got to be so specific to the call to action. So I love filming a video, explaining something, then in the bottom corner, have a little text or an arrow that's pointing down towards, the Learn More or the Book Now button, again, straight to the Now Book It widget. People are booking in an event or booking in a dining experience with you guys. Really good feature is the story feature. Now, Instagram stories are unbelievable because they're up for 24 hours and it's front of mind. Now this is what about 70% of Instagram users are jumping onto Instagram for. Just stories, seeing what's happening, the now and then, where the Facebook feed isn't as attractive, especially to the younger audience, and it's starting to be a little bit more attractive to the older audience too. Two things with Instagram stories. One, if you or an influencer you've used or a food blogger or someone in your network that has over 10,000 followers is able to put up some content for you, there's a swipe up feature or a click book now feature where it goes straight from that story to the booking widget and people can make a booking. There's also the feature on there when you're sponsoring ads to do that if you don't have the 10,000 followers, but again, it's front of mind. People are on there, they're clicking through, seeing exactly what's happening now. Boom, there's the offer, or there's the experience, or there's the big spread, of food that you've laid out and you've taken photos and videos of, and you're going to be able to capture their attention to drive them straight to that Now Book It widget. And when you guys are creating content, I want you to start spending big on video content. So any kind of video that you can have done through a videographer and then get it all edited with maybe a couple of captions or some closed caption down the bottom so people know what you're saying. A lot of the time when people are scrolling through Facebook, they're not going to hear your words straight away, so you want to try to create you want to try and capture their attention with some words and with some movement. So same with Instagram as well. A little tip as well, once you get one video done, make sure the videographer creates a landscape version and a portrait version so that you can always use it for both platforms, the story feature and the feed feature. This video is going to be awesome on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. However, we're going to try and double dip here. Whenever there's an opportunity for functions to be held, say the end of year or end of financial year, whenever it may be, and you guys know when your restaurant starts getting booked out or your function room start getting booked out, we're going to collate all of these video, all this video content. We're going to send it off to local businesses, right? Anywhere where there's a network of people that already have trust within one another, and then maybe they've dined with you before, you want to entice them to come and dine again. This is how you start selling your events, this is how you start selling your functions, and obviously it's going to be as specific as turning up to someone's door, handing them a USB or a portfolio, or sending them an email. Alright, you can get a short list drafted up of local businesses in the area, do some homework, and then you can reach out to them and use that same content that you're using everywhere else to retarget them and get them into your business. Good way to convert. Alright, our final point is social media management. Social media management, we're going to break down into consistency, influencership, and retargeting. Staying consistent with your social media management is very, very important. You need to have a profile, either Facebook or Instagram or even YouTube if you're using it, that is constantly updated, if not daily, then every 2 days. This is a very time-consuming thing. It's very easy to forget. I use a management software. Now this software is called Later. You can check them out on Instagram, or you can check out their website. It's a very simple way to set aside an hour a week, get all of your content that's been created for you, and then schedule it for the next week or the next fortnight or the month. This is what we use at P1, and it's very, very easy to manage multiple accounts, and if you're only managing one account, it's free, which is good too. Now, the consistency needs to stay the same within all trends. So your trends can be any kind of color schemes you like, any patterns you are using. If you're taking photos with the same background, or if everything's an aerial view, you want to keep that view consistent for a month, for 2 months. If you're taking photos of the landscape or the layout of the shop, you want images to follow a consistency within the landscape or the portrait views. One really good tip, I mentioned this before, is including as many faces as you can. So people dining at your restaurant, if you ever do a shoot, get some friends in or some influencers in to take a photo of them dining. It's always going to be a lot more attractive on an Instagram platform, and it's going to get a lot more traction as well. So that's consistency in what you are doing within your post, but also consistency with the theme that you are following. Influencership. Now, influencership can be an individual that has a good following within the area, or just has a following of over 10,000. That way you can use that swipe up feature whenever they're reviewing or taking photos at the place. A swipe up to go straight to your Now Book It biddy link. Or you've got food bloggers. Now, food bloggers will generally have a good following across social media. They're going to create good content for themselves, and they're also going to have good content for you to use, whether a blog that you can share on your website, or if it's photos or videos that you can use across your social media platforms. Influencership generally will not happen organically. You're going to have to reach out to these people. So look in the area that you're in. For food bloggers, you can search hashtags on Instagram. You can look at what other restaurants are doing, and you got to try to mimic that, and then you reach out to them, and then they will come in and they'll create some content for you. The very last one here is retargeting. Now, retargeting is very, very important, especially with paid social promotion. You can create an audience. Now, one more time, an audience, if you've ever done any paid promotions before, generally you're only itemizing an age bracket, a gender, and a location. You can create an audience around people that have viewed your Instagram page or viewed your Facebook page. You can then retarget them within that same week or the same month, and hit them up with an offer, or if they were looking at a certain piece of content, or if you're following a campaign, or if you're running an event that's up and coming, you can retarget them with that and send them a direct link to the Now Book It system for them to book in and pay for that event. Retargeting is something that is very, very easy to do within paid social promotion. Like any social media management, it takes time. However, if you've got a system in place where there is content constantly being reached out to the audience that is already interacting with your social media sites, then you've got a lot higher hit rate of getting someone to book in for a dining experience, or reach out for an event, or inquire more information through you guys. These 3 points have really only scratched the surface of how far you can take your social media management and how complex you can get your paid advertising. The P1 Method is a social media marketing agency, and we handle all digital platforms. You're assigned an account manager, you deal directly with me, and we help to grow the size of your new business and to grow your recurring business. At P1, we manage content creation with a photographer and a videographer on board. We have graphic designers on board to help with everything from branding and identity to working on tangible media, whether it be flyers or video content that you want to put on TVs around your restaurant. The way that we operate is we start with a strategy meeting, and then we look at how we can strategize just a simple 3-month plan, and from then on in try and automate some systems to save both you and I a lot of time. I want to offer you guys a free strategy session. This would be with me, go anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. You can meet me in the office, or I can come out to your restaurant and see what you guys are about. This is normally something I wouldn't offer, but just for Now Book It, I'd love to be able to sit down and meet some of you guys and hopefully delve into some of these systems and see how you guys could change the way that you're operating your business now and the way that you guys get paid from your business. It's quite eye-opening stuff. My name's Ben. It's been lovely giving you this presentation. I'm sure I'll see you guys soon.